gonna make the improvements on the 900 wireless. So what I'm gonna show you is, you see how currently it has this AC plug over here. So now there's two AC adapters, one for here and one for the indicator. You can actually combine the two together and get the power from the board. So you'll see on the board there's G, ND, and VCC. So you could actually get a multimeter and put your black lead on ground. So you see currently what it is. So you can put that here. And you put the other one on VCC. And you see you currently get 5 volts. And if you see on here, you can actually run this board on 5 to 36 volts on this plug. Right? So you actually get the power from the board right here. So what do? And what's actually interesting is there's no power going to this when the indicator's off. See, currently, indicator's on. Let me turn it off. Off. You can unplug it from the wall if you want. Same thing. Check your voltmeter again. Ground. Okay, right now it still says 5 volts. You want the units off. Some versions of 900, this one I guess does have voltage going through it, but when it's not plugged in, we'll get power to this board. But anyways, some of them, they don't deliver power when the board's off. It just depends on the board you have. This particular board does deliver power, but some of them don't. Anyways, the point is, what we're going to do is actually improve it by making our own cable, red and black. So attach the black to ground and VCC is red, and we'll put it to disconnector here. So we could just run out one AC, so we actually don't need this plug anymore. You'll know because it will turn on, right? So we'll unplug this. So we can attach this simply right now, and then we'll do that one first. So I'll show you soldering. So I just soldered the black to ground and red cable to VCC. So now it's plug in here, and you'll know if it's working because you see power. So just don't touch the two leads because currently there's power going through it. So you're just gonna need a mini flathead. Right, so make sure your positive and negative is correct. You don't want to fry this board. So positive is on the left side. So you saw unplug it, go this way. Make sure proper orientation. So the left one is positive and this is negative. So make sure you're correct. Ground black, follow black to the right side, which is DC negative, and red cable VCC to this red cable following it to the left side, which is DC positive. So I'll run it here, and you see it's working because now you see it's powered on and it'll start to boot up. But anyways, so you don't actually need this plug anymore, this AC adapter, because now it just runs fully power from the board itself to here. Some of the boards don't deliver power when it's on, or only when it's on. Some of them all the time delivers power. It might matter to you if it's draining battery. So if you have a battery model, it might be draining a battery constantly. So it might something you have to watch out for. But for this one, doesn't even have a battery, so it doesn't matter. Right, so this one, this port can now be used as an internet port. So what I mean by that is you could have a female RJ45 connector and use that to plug into the case. So you see this one's a hardwire, meaning do you see the cable glands for the load cell and for RS-232? What it could do is actually use a quick disconnect to female port on the back hole. So you can just plug in an internet cable and plug out. So right, you want to be able to just plug in from the back of the case here, and it collects internet to port right here. So I'll bring one of those to show you. So here's a module. So you see this will work like this because this will go in here, and this is actually gonna, you have this here, right? So you could actually feed it. So you're gonna remove this hole, put this in here, and then screw it in. So now at the back of the case, we'll actually have this sticking out instead of this. So now you can quick disconnect the cable, internet cable, which goes directly to the board here. So that's if you want a wired internet model. Right, you want to be able to quick disconnect. Because if not, then you're going to have to fish through one of these glands or make your own hole. So this improvement makes it where it could get the power from the board and you can use this hole instead for the internet module. Maybe a different version of this where it already has this, but now you know how to do it, right? This is the useful feature. You can buy it on Amazon. RG45, female to male. So you connect directly to internet. And it gives you an extra feature where you can now plug in easily and disconnect easily, right? And this is pretty water sealant. So water should not be able to get in. You could have a cap to seal it as well if you're going to wash the unit. So anyways, those are 2 improvements on the wireless OP900 that I can use. So thank you. Bye.